Now I'm very hungry.
As usual, every episode this happens. I've never heard of an atheist country before.
What is this?
Romania again.
We were
Oh,
in Romania.
okay.
This is how I like it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our last and final episode of VATP. Today, we are doing Albania and maybe featuring some other Balkan countries as well. And today we are again joined by the VATP food and culture expert, Inga.
Hello, I'm Inga, and today we will be finally filming the last episode. It is truly a bittersweet moment. There's always like the time where you have to say goodbye, and this would be probably the last episode of the ATV. They're pretty sad. And I'm excited to bring you another hidden travel hotspot, which is Albania. Let's start off with some fun facts. Albania has 0 McDonald's. They have their very own fast food chain, by the way. And that's pretty cool because you see McDonald's nearly everywhere. But if you want to go to somewhere this beautiful, no McDonald's, well, it's fine. You can try out their local food. More on that later.
What is that place called?
Its name has unfortunately escaped me.
Is it Fast Food Albania?
Yeah, I think it is Fast Food Albania, but I'm not sure.
We'll confirm. We'll put a picture somewhere. So I'll go in again with some more general information. Albania borders Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, and Greece to the south as well. A lot of these countries were a part of the former nation of Yugoslavia, which broke up in the late 1990s. But Albania was actually never a part of Yugoslavia, surprisingly. And that's due to Albania does not really identify as a Slavic group of people.
Yeah, that's most likely true. You won't hear any Slavic language in Albania. They speak their very own, like this Indo-European language, Albanian, and I do not know how to pronounce its like actual name. So
Would you call it Albanian?
Yeah, Albanian.
As for the landscape, it's pretty mountainous. I think 70% of the landscape is mountains, mostly concentrated in the east of the country, whereas the west is very nice and beautiful beaches.
Yes, now that we're mentioning the beaches, here's another interesting thing for you. If you are a person who absolutely loves sunshine and beautiful and stunning sea views, Albania will rival the Maldives for a fraction of the price. So going to Albania is definitely one of your better choices for a beach. As well as another tourism interest is their 750,000 bunkers. Yes, apparently those bunkers were constructed to fend off invaders, and now that they are relatively in peace, these bunkers, now that they have lost their purpose, most of them have been repurposed to a cafe, storage, or other tourism spots. So if you're a person who also enjoys military vibes, you can also go to some Albanian cafes. There are some of them that are directly built in bunkers, and that is very cool.
I've heard cafes are very important in the social life of Albanians.
Oh yes, cafes are like these areas where people group around, which is quite usual, but for them it's like they usually group around there, and it's kind of like for South Africa, you have a braai, like friends grouping. For them, it's instead of a braai, it's like a cafe. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And I've also heard that family is also very important in Albania, and they have very strong hospitality.
Albania has some of the very strong, like, family-centered type of culture. Like, if you look at their meals, it's always very family-centered, and most importantly for them is family above all.
As for the religious aspect of Albania, it's a majority Muslim country with around, I think, 16% Christian, and actually, it's very interesting, 30% of the population identify as non-religious or atheists.
Yes, and that's very cool.
Yeah. So, onto the food?
Sure, onto the food. Oh boy, I'm gonna get very hungry after this. Okay, firstly, we want to start with probably one of the more prominent types is the burek. What do you know about the burek?
Well, I know that it's made from a similar pastry, or maybe even the same pastry as a Turkish dessert called baklava.
So usually they would fill it with spinach, feta cheese, and also some ground beef. Of course, there's also the vegetarian version, which they have like onions, tomatoes, and vegetables, etc. And these taste absolutely exquisite.
I mean, I've even heard of some pizza bureks.
Oh yes, most definitely. And you can find bureks similar in Balkan countries around Albania, by the way. Of course, they run under different names and all have their very own difference.
I definitely want to taste that. That is like the best breakfast ever.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like it's an excellent breakfast. It's like it also can be like street food. Jeez, I need one right now.
Right now, I'm just imagining the Albanian lifestyle, sitting in a cafe with a burek in your hand, coffee in the other.
Add in the sea view. You know, you look out at
Exactly.
you look out and you look at the sea. Ooh, exquisite. So another food item is tave kosi. So these are very interesting. They are like baked lamb or chicken in yogurt. It tastes exquisite because you can have, it's kind of similar to the Indian butter chicken in a way, where they also marinate it in yogurt, and the result is a very, very tender piece of meat, and that is amazing. Okay, another food item is burgis. This is like an Albanian summertime stew. As for the recipe I read on, they used is tomato sauce, cottage cheese, green peppers, onions, garlic, and a side of crusty bread to dip it into.
Wow.
And that it's just now I'm very hungry.
As usual, every episode this happens.
Yep, every episode it leaves us like super hungry, and yeah. Looking at the Albanian landscape and the mountainous region, some of there you can actually attribute this towards some of the food items they have. Mainly, they have a very heavy use of olive oil, dairy, and vegetables, and that's pretty cool.
All right, guys, that will wrap up this part of the podcast. We will be going into depth about the history, more political aspect of Albania with our special guest interviewee, Mr. T. Stay tuned for that.
Right, I am Inga, and this will be the last time I'm featured on VATP as the food and cultural expert. Truly, it has been a pleasure to be here and speak to all of you guys. It is truly enjoyable, and I'm honored to be invited. This is kind of sad for me because I would love to teach more about food and culture. It is one of the greatest enjoyments in my life, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the video. Inga, over and out.
Again, we are joined by Mr. T.
Happy to be back. So I'm the first and the last. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, that is precisely the
Such an honor.
situation. So today is Albania. Do you have any general thoughts about Albania?
Albania is a really interesting country, not only physically with the geography, but also with the human geography. Maybe we'll start with this. Actually, I would say Taiwan and Albania have a lot in common geographically, where the majority of Taiwan is generally mountains and you don't have many people living in those areas. Very similar. The eastern part of Albania is actually very mountainous, and the majority of the population lives closer to the Adriatic Sea, where the ground is a bit more level.
So, do they do any kinds of farming in Albania?
They do. Don't get me wrong. This area is still along the Adriatic Sea. You have lots of different kind of things that you can grow there. So, I mean, it's a great place for wine. It's a great place for olives. So just kind of keeping in mind that it's bordering Greece. You're right across the Adriatic from Italy. So kind of a lot of kind of what we would think of like Mediterranean kind of food is very much there with its own kind of twist on it.
Speaking of Italy, wasn't Albania occupied by Italy during World War II?
It was. So from 1939 to about 1943, Italy occupied Albania, and then Germany basically had it as a protectorate up until roughly like 1944.
So, how is Albania's relationships with these countries nowadays?
Now it's fine. But I guess we would have to kind of need to go back and kind of look at what happened in between. So after World War II, you then it became a communist country in 1946, which I always thought was strange because it's a Muslim majority country already, because basically when the Ottomans occupied this part of Europe, a large portion of the population ended up becoming Muslim and going towards Islam. So that still exists there. So it was always interesting to me that a Muslim majority country would then kind of go towards communism. And I think in the late 1960s, I want to say 1967, it was actually the first country in the world to declare itself as an atheist country.
Never heard of an atheist country before.
Me neither.
Speaking of communism, I've always wondered, why was Albania not a part of Yugoslavia?
Very interesting, because actually so the southern part of what was Yugoslavia was Kosovo, and during the Kosovo War, a large, basically, population fleeing the war, a lot of them ended up going into Albania as well. So Albania somehow managed to kind of maintain its independence throughout, and it wasn't necessarily never really had a connection necessarily with Yugoslavia. So the language they speak is kind of its own subset of Indo-European language, where it doesn't have really any connection with Slavic, for example. So that you don't really have that cultural connection that kind of Yugoslavia had with like the language.
So Yugoslavia means land of the southern Slavs?
Yes, more or less.
And Albania's ethnic population is, what would you call Albanian people?
Albanian.
So they're just their own thing.
They kind of are. There's a lot of similarities between them and what is now Kosovo. But yeah, they're kind of their own separate group.
Okay, so now I want to go a bit further back into history. Well, not too far back, not to like the Roman Empire or anything, but maybe the Ottoman influence on Albania.
Sure. So it was very interesting. So during medieval times, yeah, you had Ottoman occupation, and actually at one point, historically, the only Muslim king in Europe was in Albania. And again, this is like a self-declared king, so maybe I wouldn't necessarily say he's like king of all, but maybe like a lord, but you had a self-declared king who was Muslim. And that was the only one in Europe at that time, unless you want to count the little part of like Istanbul at that point.
How would you say this like Ottoman culture has remained inside of Albania?
I think the biggest influence is, you just see it today, where a little over 50% of the entire population is Muslim. You do have large Christian majorities as well. So I think there's about 17 or 18% are Orthodox. Another 15% are different Christian sects, and then you have another portion that is atheist. So I think that's kind of the largest kind of influence that you actually see for a European country, where as far as I know, I want to say it's the only Muslim majority country in Europe, if you're not counting Turkey.
And I know they have this food. It's pretty much the only Albanian food I know, but it's called burek, I think. And it's also made from like this same pastry. I think it's phyllo dough. I think it's the same pastry they used to make baklava in Turkey and Greece, I think. So I guess that's another sort of cultural impact. The food?
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, I think one of your questions is, have I been there? No. So actually, unfortunately, I can't really speak to the culinary-ness of it, where I think I know, usually when I go to a country, it's like I want to experience that like firsthand, and I don't like reading about it. I want to be like surprised when I go.
So the other day I was talking to Mr. Collier, and he mentioned that in his city where he grew up, there was a lot of Albanian food. Have you ever tried any Albanian food?
I don't think I really have. That's kind of the only like really unfortunate thing, where I was in the United States, I didn't really know much about Albania. So actually, maybe this is a good point where you could like segue into a little video. There's actually a really funny Simpsons episode where there's a cultural exchange where Bart Simpson ends up going to Albania, and a Albanian student who has been sent to spy on the United States is sent to live with the Simpsons, because obviously Homer works at a nuclear power plant, so they're trying to get like nuclear kind of like nuclear power plant like information that they can use. So it's kind of interesting to so I guess that was actually really my first kind of understanding of Albania, and it got me kind of interested, and kind of I looked it up, obviously. So kind of when I saw this in the 1990s, like Albania had gotten rid of communism, and then also with the Kosovo War, I had a much better idea of what was happening with Albania as well, because you had a lot of the population of Kosovo kind of fled to Albania because it was the closest place that they could get to safety.
You mentioned Kosovo, and they are a very new country, right?
They are a very new country. So when you had the breakup of Yugoslavia going into the 1990s, where you had the formation of a lot of new countries, including places like Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, Macedonia at first, and now Northern Macedonia by its name. Kosovo was one of the last ones to break away, but you had a lot of ethnic cleansing happening as well by the authorities. And a lot of that came down to religious differences that were very much in Yugoslavia, where Yugoslavia was very much a melting pot of Islam, Orthodox Christian, Catholicism, and basically different countries broke away kind of a lot, very much on those kind of like different religious kind of variables.
North Macedonia is another country I'm very curious about because I've heard, I'm not too sure about their history, but what is their relationship with Greece?
It's better now, but it wasn't great. I use that word specifically because, well, let me ask you this. Where was Alexander the Great from?
Greece?
Technically Greece, but an area called Macedonia. So when the area that is now Northern Macedonia broke off of Yugoslavia, Greece was not very happy because there is a region of Greece that is called Macedonia. And basically, culturally, they're very protective of Alexander the Great. And they threw a fit in the United Nations and to Macedonia that they could absolutely not use that name because if I hear Macedonia, I immediately think Alexander the Great. So in the late 90s and early 2000s, Greece and now Northern Macedonia had just a terrible relationship based on this name. They finally came to a middle ground where Macedonia can't be called Macedonia, but Northern Macedonia is okay. So basically that's saying that Greece still has the region of Macedonia and they can use this as Northern Macedonia.
Okay.
So, and I guess to clarify as well, Alexander the Great may have been in the area of Northern Macedonia at one point, but he was definitely not from that area. If we want to kind of go back to kind of the Adriatic, especially after communism, Albania has actually become a very popular tourist attraction and place to go, mainly because it was kind of Albania between 1946 and 1991, 1992 was basically the hermit country of Europe. So if you want to equate that to North Korea, for example, it was very much cut off from the rest of Europe. And actually something that we hit on as well, maybe before it started recording, Macedonia has just a massive amount of bunkers that are no longer really used, but there's about 750,000 bunkers that were built to basically protect Albania from potential invasion.
From who?
From the awful capitalist countries that surrounded it.
Wow. How awful. Wait, so can people visit these bunkers?
Yes. There are so many deserted bunkers in the country that, there's plenty of like hikes you can go on and you can check out these different bunkers. I would advise just being careful or maybe going to ones that are a bit more reputable because obviously you don't want to get hurt going into like dilapidated bunkers.
Have you ever wanted to visit Albania yourself?
Kind of have, actually. Anthony Bourdain, he did a nice episode on Albania, which kind of got me interested in potentially going at some point. But I guess in my travels, unfortunately, I really haven't done anything in the Balkans. Probably the closest I've been is Italy or Austria.
You don't really hear too much about Albania, though, when considering Mediterranean travel.
No, you don't. It's kind of in that, I guess I would describe it as like almost like a no man's land of like Mediterranean countries you would think of, because obviously Italy, Greece as well, the Aegean, where a lot of places, if you're going to the Adriatic, you're probably going to Italy or Croatia.
Do you think like these political factors that we just talked about have like affected people's view on Albania as like a travel destination?
Maybe less so now, but I think that, for example, Croatia got onto the tourism boat a lot faster. And I think they saw that as a way to kind of get more money coming into the country, especially after kind of the breakup of Yugoslavia. So Albania didn't quite take to that as fast. That's also because Albania, in terms of natural resources and economy, is a much smaller nation where I think that's a bit harder for them to kind of it was harder for them to do that.
Oh my God, what's that noise?
Hello, I am Sir Cranksalot. Before anything, I am level 300 now. If you want to be level 300, watch the previous 2 videos. And if you haven't, what are you doing? You should, after this video, of course. Now, today I bring you a special case. These guys are really endangered, and they are the Balkan Lynx. Or Lynx. So according to the IUCN, they are critically endangered and roughly around 20 to 39 adult individuals remain. And they really need help, and they are highly at risk because they are being poached or illegal hunting. And because of the small population, they also have low genetic diversity, which may lead to inbreeding, and that is obviously bad. Now that we can leave this grim stuff back, and let's marvel at this very special creature. Firstly, unlike the cheetah, well, like the cheetah, they can run very fast, however, not as fast. They can run up to about 80 kilometers per hour, and they have a few very special adaptations that help them survive in where they are. Firstly, if you see the picture, you can see that they have these long black ear tufts. Now these act like antennas and allow them to pick up like these little vibrations through the air, or basically a more advanced way of hearing. And they also have very large paw pads, and these really just help them sneak around and stay silent because they mainly hunt in rocky or snowy terrain, considering that around 70% of Albania is basically mountain, which is very bad for a crusader like me because I have heavy armor and walking up these mountains will be painful. Now, they live in isolation. This is a behavior adaptation since they are apex predators, which means they are one of the top at hunting. Now, of course, as an apex predator, they have to prey on something, and that something in this case is herbivores, which also help the forest regeneration as they control the animals that eat the forest. Now, a very peculiar thing is they do share a very similar claw structure as house cats do, as retractable, and these mainly help them climb since they are, again, in mountainous regions. Lastly, you, yes you, the person watching this, every like, comment is one love message sent to the Balkan Lynx. Here are some places that you can go to if you want to help out the Balkan Lynx. They really need our help. You, yes, act now.
Hello everyone, welcome to the final GeoGuessing segment you will ever see on this channel, unfortunately. So, we decided to do something a little special today. Instead of just doing Albania, we're gonna make it a bit more interesting. We're gonna do a whole map dedicated to the Balkan countries.
I express my greatest concerns because I'm fairly malpracticed in this field of GeoGuessing, sorry.
It's never about winning, it's about the fun.
Exactly, see, it's about the process and the friends we make along.
Exactly. So we have 10 rounds today on no moving.
Oh no.
Or would you rather do moving?
It's fine. No moving.
Okay,
It's
no
fine.
moving. 1 minute rounds, 10 rounds. Here we go. This time I did invite you.
Yes, you did.
I did.
I appreciate it. Round 1. And you did not forget me, yo. You did not forget me.
I didn't.
That's good. Hey, is that ocean? An ocean? Ocean?
Maybe it is so.
Northeast ocean?
Okay, this is a weird looking forest. It could be Greece.
That's either ocean or lake.
It could be a Greek island.
Yeah, it might be a Greek island.
Might have to opt for that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, it was Croatian island.
It is a Croatian island. Why does Croatia have like these streaks of islands?
I have no idea.
You should know.
Why should I know?
Because, you know, you're the geography guy, you know?
I don't learn about land formations in Croatia.
Okay, let's say you spawned in on a random Croatian island. Rate your survival.
10.
Why?
Because
A Croatian island without anyone around you and no help at all.
well, what do I have over there?
Nothing. What is this currency? What is Lee?
I'll put a 0. Lee.
A currency, apparently.
Oh, lay.
Lee.
Oh, lay.
Lei is
Lay.
No. Is it
I
Romanian?
think it is. Is it Romanian?
Romanian Lei? I don't know.
Hold on, let me look at the other language. That is Romanian.
Oh, that's
Okay, we have a
excellent.
tram. So we're probably in a more developed city.
I'm gonna go with their capital.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully it's not Cluj. Okay, it is Bucharest.
I almost 5k'd it.
Oh, wait, what? Why do they have a rip-off Arc the...
Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah. What the hell? That's interesting.
Anyways, I would rate my survival probably 5 out of 10 if I was spawned in a
You said you have
Croatian island.
nothing.
Well, guess what? I know how to swim, so I can just swim from the island to the mainland.
Listen, I don't know if they have any sharks or what over there.
Sharks, honestly, humans aren't that much on the shark's appetite, you know?
I know, but I'm not taking my chances.
Sharks are cute.
Some of them are.
Yeah, they're cute, and you can just rotate them.
Insert get rotated.
Get rotated, shrunk. Okay, where are we? Greece? I don't know what red tile roof means, actually. You see, I touch grass, so I'm not a very good
I think
person.
red tile roofs you would see more along the coast, unlike Bulgaria and Romania.
See, I'm not the geoguesser
I
master.
like the Greece though.
Yeah,
It's kind of Greek to me.
my internet just gave up.
It was this.
Random
island.
rocket there. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, this is a nice car.
small to see. We do have a European Union flag.
Yep.
So which of these countries is not in the European Union?
What? How does that function?
I think
Slovakia.
Is Bosnia in the European Union? I have no idea. But I don't think it's Bosnia. We have the Gen 4 car and Bosnia was covered in the small cam car. Serbia, I don't think is a part of the EU.
Slovenia?
Slovenia, maybe. I think this map has a little bit of Slovenia.
I doubt it. I think Croatia again, I guess.
Yeah, me too. I'm feeling Croatia again.
I feel Croatia. Right, let's see it. And for the slightly more mountainous area of Croatia. Ooh, we were pretty close.
Yeah.
Where was it? Oh, it's not bad. What these people know how to name their stuff. See, I'm winning somehow. See, I'm winning.
Yeah.
See, I live a healthy-ish life. I touch grass. I do my fitness sometimes.
That's great.
I don't play GeoGuessr 16 hours a day.
Are you targeting someone?
No, I'm just mentioning some facts about some very specific person who's insanely good
I do
at
not
GeoGuessr.
play for 16 hours a day.
What, 18?
I barely play like 3 times a week.
Oh, it's a red roof tiles, by the way. Is this Croatia again? There should maybe more Albania.
This could be Greece, you know,
Oh yeah, those poles.
because I'm pretty sure long wooden
Yeah,
poles
Greece,
are common in
Greece.
Greece.
I'm going Greece then, actually. These random towns somewhere.
It was just near Athens.
Very
On
far
what
down.
is this island? Aegina.
Edge Island.
Let's not.
I don't know. I'm not good
Oh,
at this
very
stuff.
close game.
Very close game indeed. Oh, more red tiles, wooden poles, weird wiring, and transformers. EU thing again.
Yes,
There's a person.
EU.
Look down the street. There's a person. So people spotting, I guess.
You know what? Actually, I'm getting Serbian vibes. I'm gonna go Serbia.
But which part is?
I think it's fairly flat over here. Oh,
northern parts, I guess.
yes. Let's go
Yes, sir.
northern.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, you were close. I need to get my game together. I need to catch up. I'm falling behind. This is
Okay.
unacceptable. I need to focus. See, he's the real expert, okay? Don't listen. When he says I'm the expert, he's lying. I am not the expert.
No, you're sandbagging.
What does that mean,
You're being humble.
Okay, now you probably know what this grass is. Okay, I don't know.
What, the grass?
Come on, you probably know
That's
grass.
ridiculous.
If Rainbow can do it, you can do it.
Do not compare me to Rainbow. Jeez.
Come on, you can do it. Just give it a guess. It's so green.
Okay. Time to clip farm. Yeah, that grass is that's Croatian grass.
Oh, you're sure about that?
No, it looks like Romanian grass to me. I'm going Romania. If this is right, I'm better than Rainbow.
Okay, how green is Romania?
Fairly green, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure this is the more flattish.
I feel like
area.
it's-
Right, let's see.
Okay, I was close. It's like that's pretty much Romania.
It's Bulgarian.
It is Bulgaria, but
No, you did not.
That-
You did not succeed. No.
fine. I was never better than Rainbow, anyways.
Okay, let's do it. If you can guess this one in 5 seconds, you're better than Rainbow. Go. What is this? blur?
Romania again. Romania.
All right. 5K. You got 5K confidence.
I actually do not think that this is right. Looking at your
And what do you
Screen.
think this is then? What do you think this is? See, there's language over there.
a minute.
Interzis. What is this?
It. I don't think it's Romania. It looks a bit more Croatian now.
It does, doesn't it? Oh no, right? Oh no. This is not gonna end well. Oh no. We're in Croatia. It's more
I
flat.
think this little pocket next to Hungary is pretty flat.
Pocket.
But I think down here near Bosnia is also pretty
I wanna go. I'm
flat.
gonna go to the near Bosnia part. I'm not too sure. Let's see. We were
Oh,
in
wait, what?
Romania.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
He's approaching Rainbow.
I'm becoming a pro.
He is a pro.
Oh, final round.
Yeah. No shot. I win this one.
You never know.
Ooh, it's a red license
Okay,
plate.
we have 2 people.
There's a red stripe.
Oh, we also have one with 2 blue on either side, which is, I'm pretty sure, an Albanian thing.
Wait a minute. If it's Albania, check the skies.
But the red, I'm pretty sure they have that in ex-Soviet countries.
Yes. Could
this
it be this?
Albania?
Could it be this guy just drove
What?
over from some Soviet
Yeah,
country?
probably. It could be.
Where in Albania though? It's also the featured.
I'm not even
country.
sure if this is Albania, because, okay, these mountains are to the north.
It might
East.
be. Yeah, it might be.
Albania does have a lot of mountains pretty much everywhere.
I'm
But
gonna
it looks
guess.
pretty flat towards the west, which could fit for Albania.
No, it does.
You know what? I will.
I will.
You know, I'll go Albania.
I trust. It was in the capital.
Yes.
What a nice finisher.
Sensational ending
Beautiful.
on an Albania. Wonderful.
Lovely. All right.
Well, that will wrap up our final video ever, unless we do decide to make a return sometime, but it's highly
Unlikely.
So, any final words?
I am very bad at GeoGuessr.
No, come on, don't listen to him.
He's rainbow, okay? He's
No, 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 no,
rainbowed
no,
in
no,
disguise.
no,
This guy will
no, no,
5K
no.
easily, okay?
No, come on.
He's the pro. Like if you give him like a random image, he'll find out exactly where it is, and then boom, 5K.
All right, well, you viewers at home, if you do want to become good like Rainbow, or me if you think I'm good, you can go play GeoGuessr, give it a try. You know, keep practicing, and you'll have some fun, I guarantee.
Yeah, and the best part is you can actually see some parts of the country that you never would have thought. Like it kind of breaks some of the expectations you would have. Like when I started playing, I always thought like Europe is like boom, sensational, and sometimes I see differently, and that is really, really interesting, as it does like break the expectation bias you might have, and I think that's useful as it generally reduces the misconception that you may have, and it's really interesting. Anyways, yeah, this is probably the last video from us, the VATP channel, but we might have a return, but it is, as Zach said earlier, extremely unlikely. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We will miss you all, and please leave a like, and of course leave a comment, and yeah.
Yep. Bye.